أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد. I praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and thank Him for allowing us once again, making it easy for us to gather together. And alhamdulillah, we continue benefiting ourselves and studying together, reading from Al-Minha al-Rabbaniyah, the explanation of the 40 Hadith al-Nawawiyah, Al-Arba'in al-Nawawiyah, and the explanation of our noble Shaykh al-Allama Al-Walid al-Dr. Salih bin Fawzan al-Fawzan حفظه الله تعالى وباقي علمائنا علماء أهل السنة وغفر لهم ولوالديهم ولوالدينا ووالديكم من المسلمين والمسلمات والمتكلم والسامعين والسامعات آمين. We're still reading from the explanation of the great hadith. What hadith? Explanation of what hadith? نعم. حديث من؟ Jibreel. أي نعم. Hadith Jibreel, that is narrated by Umar radiallahu anhu, collected by Imam Muslim in his Sahih. We talked about the Salat. Can somebody tell me a little bit about what we mentioned yesterday about the Salat? No. Salat, prayer. Those who were here yesterday, last night in the class, share with us some benefits about the Salat. What did we learn yesterday? No. You weren't here last night. You were here last night? No. So now, pay attention and learn, inshallah. No. Ahsant. The khushu' in the Salat is very important. No. Unless Ahsant. Barakallahu feek. He says when you hear the adhan, you're a man, not a woman. You're a man, you hear the adhan that is called in the masjid, you have to come to the masjid. You have no excuse. No excuse, unless if you have a valid excuse. Valid, has to be valid. No. Abu Bakr, why you switch your spot? You're making me like I'm turning now. Now, those who are here, please come in front. Come in the front because I cannot be turning like that. I'm not going to see you. Now. Ahsant. Jazakallah khair. You benefited from the correction yesterday. Jazakallah khair. I like that. When a person is in salat but his mind is on something else, on business, money, dunya, I don't know what, that person, yes, he prayed but he's not going to get much reward. Naam Abdullah. Salat without khushu' is like a body without a soul. It's very important. Khushu' is important for the salat. That's what makes your salat alive. Because it's not just to make moves in salat. Salat is not just exercise. No. Yes. No. If you hear the mu'adhin, a live mu'adhin from the masjid, not from the phone. If you hear the mu'adhin, and also the ulama, they says without speaker phones, without that, If the mu'addin, like here, I've seen the brothers, mashallah, they call the adhan in front of the masjid with no speaker phones. Anybody who heard the mu'addin should come, unless if they have a valid reason, and they should find out what the valid reason is. Don't come up with your own valid reasons. Naam? He didn't ask a question. Khushu'. Well, khushu' is the presence of the heart in the salat. Tranquility, person not just being in the salat physically, because everybody can do that, but mentally, and your heart has to be present in the salat, meaning to focus and concentrate. That's the khushu', and that's what makes the difference. Naam. أحسنت. من قال هذا? What is that statement from? Huh? What's that statement you just read to us? Read it again. Okay, من قال هذا? Who said that? Yes. Huh? That's an ayah, Sheikh. Write down. Write down next to it. Write down. That's a verse 103. Surah An-Nisa. Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verse 103. Inna as-salata kanat ala al-mu'minina kitaban mawquta. Verily the prayers are being prescribed upon the believers in well-fixed times by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's a ayah. You say Allah said, then you have to say it in Arabic now. But if you're going to say it in English, in Urdu, in Swahili, in Swaningi, Fulani, Yoruba, Wolof, Tigrinya, Amhari, whatever, then you have to say the meaning of what Allah said in English, in Swahili, in Tigrinya, in Hausa, whatever. Then you say, because Allah, that the Quran is not in English, is it? The Quran is in one language. How many languages is the Quran? One. What is it? Arabic. Al-Arabiya. هذا Quran. طيب. جزاكم الله خير. جزاكم الله خير for your participation. Last one. تفضل. Muhammad, right? Yusuf. Sorry, I changed your name. And you pray. You go ahead and pray. Now, if someone somewhere, what Yusuf is trying to say, Jazakallah khair, if you are in a place that there is no masjid, you looked it up in a phone, you find out that the closest masjid to you is very, very far, and you're not going to be able to make it there, still pray, and you pray by yourself. But if you have other people, family members, yeah, you pray with them. Like if you live far from the masjid, yes, you can lead. If the man is married, has a wife and children, yeah, he can lead his family. If you are a boy, the father is at work or traveling, and you're, alhamdulillah, 9, 10 or so, you can still lead the salat if you know how to pray. You can lead your mom, your brothers, and little ones in the salat. Labas. Yes, you can, Yusuf, because you're 10 or 9. 9, you know how to pray correctly. What is the most important thing that you should have in salat? What is it? One of the most important thing? Huh? Yes, have clean clothes. What else? Wudu, you have to be on tahara, yes. Khushu', naam. Khushu', the heart has to be present. You cannot say Allahu Akbar and start thinking about cartoon and toys and food. You have to focus on the salat. Know what else? I know you should know how to read Fatiha correctly. If you don't know how to read Fatiha, how are you going to lead the salat? Very good point. Now, how to pray. Ahsan, you should make sure if you have wudu or not. You just like go pray like that. Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah reward you. Barakallahu feekum. Inshallah ta'ala. Very good. I like that. Little ones, mashallah, participating. Ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah preserve you all. Ameen. And grant you beneficial knowledge that produces righteous actions. And may Allah have mercy on your parents, and because they're the one that bring you here, mashallah. Make dua for your parents, okay? And for me too, you know. I can't pass for your father, inshallah. For my age, because of my age, okay? You guys make dua for me too? Jazakumullah khair. I will do the same, inshallah, okay? Alright, well, let's continue now, inshallah, learning from our senior Shaykh Al-Allama صالح بن فوزان الفوزان حفظه تعالى. قال الركن الثالث. Who knows what is the third pillar of Islam? Raise your hand. Abu Bakr. You are a little bit, maybe you didn't hear me. You're rushing to raising your hand. Don't rush in raising the hand. You need to first understand the question. What was my question, Abu Bakr? Hold on. It was not. I did not. What did I say? What was my question? What was the third pillar? You want to give it a shot now? Or you just want to like yield your time? Tfaddal, you want to give it a shot? What is the third pillar of Islam? So, guys, don't say anything. Az-zakat. Akhdu zakat, you take the zakat. If you don't just say zakat. Huh? Now, Yusuf. Al-zakat. This boy, you've been studying some grammar, huh? Az-zakat. Now, but that's still not the answer. Now, Ita'u zakat. Ita'u zakat. Giving the zakat from your wealth. Not you take it. You give the zakat, okay? Now, the first thing we should know, beside the fact that this is the third pillar from this magnificent 5 pillars of Islam, is that this is a right that Allah has made obligatory in the wealth of the wealthy. When you hear here the wealthy, still it doesn't mean that you have to be millionaire. Just if you have enough. Okay? And this is a right for who? Right upon the wealthy to benefit the poor and the needy. And actually the poor and the needy is only they are only 2 out of 8 recipients of the zakat. They are mentioned in the ayah 60 of the chapter 9. Who knows what chapter 9 called? Naam? Ahsant. وكذلك سورة التوبة. How Surah At-Tawbah starts? Somebody know how it starts? No? Bara'atun min Allah. Ahsant. Without what characterized this surah? Surah Bara'a. Something about it. What is it? Naam, Abdullah. Ahsant. Doesn't have Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is the only surah, or there is another surah that doesn't start by Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? Ahsan. This is the only surah in the Quran that there is no Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim before it. All the other ayat, surahs, afwan, you'll see Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim before them, except this one, Surah At-Tawbah. It starts with Bara'atun min Allahi wa Rasuli. Naam. Then the Shaykh mentioned I'm just going to give you the point of reference, and you will check these ayats when you go home. Read them. Read the Arabic if you can, and the translation. the ayah 19 of Surah Al